On Epstein, yesterday, the House Oversight Committee released a salacious drawing, the figure of a woman drawn around the text of a lewd poem. And at the bottom, Donald Trump's signature. Where did this image come from? From the Epstein estates. You know what this looks like to every American? Donald Trump is yet again lying to the American people. He said for months that he never signed anything. He said this letter was, quote, non-existent. He said the Wall Street Journal, often his political ally, is lying. But the letter is right now before our eyes. It's gross. The American people can see for themselves that Donald Trump is an inveterate liar. There's no turning away from it. We've had probably, almost certainly, the most dishonest president in American history who will just lie at will. It's his MO. The Epstein saga is perhaps the nastiest example of a trend that infects his entire presidency, an infection of lies, dishonesty, dodging, self-enrichment. It's as if lying to Trump is like oxygen is to the rest of us. He needs to do it. One must imagine the truth to be fatal to him. And if Donald Trump disagrees, if he's got a problem with anything about this, the answer is simple. He should release the Epstein Files. He should tell the truth. What he should not be doing is calling the Epstein Files a Democratic hoax. A Democratic hoax? Does he think his supporters are stupid? Does he think the American people are stupid? No one believes him when he says this. Came from the Wall Street Journal, hardly a Democratic newspaper. Shame on you, Mr. President. Shame on you for lying to the American people. Shame on you for lying about this. Shame on you for lying about so many other things. Donald Trump and his minions are trying desperately to put this issue back in the bottle. At the same time, Americans are struggling to make ends meet. Americans are struggling to retain their trust in government after so many lies from the president. Americans are struggling to keep their jobs, paying their bills, and providing for their kids. And then when they look to the White House and see a president on a score-search campaign to try and hide the truth about Jeffrey Epstein, they say, how can they trust Donald Trump on anything else? How can Americans trust a president who lies not only about the Epstein files, but about the economy, who says that things are actually great, that there is no inflation, who pathetically urges foreign leaders to tell the Nobel Committee to give him the Nobel Peace Prize? In reality, unemployment's going up, manufacturing's going down, his own tariffs are forcing companies to raise prices. How can anyone trust a president like Donald Trump who lied about Medicaid? Remember when he said Medicaid would not be touched by his big, beautiful bill? And now Medicaid has seen the biggest cuts in American history? Donald Trump lied to the American people about Social Security. He said he wouldn't touch it. And now Social Security is being strangled by Donald Trump and cuts that come straight from the Doge playbook. He said he would usher in a golden age. Friday, we learned that unemployment continues to rise. Autocrats lie. They reject reality, spin fantasy to try and retain control. That's what Donald Trump is doing. He is poisoning the soul of America and betraying the people who trusted him to fight for their interests. And President Trump, if you disagree with me, if you have a problem with anything I'm saying, my answer is very simple. Do what you said you'd do. Release the Epstein Files. Release the Epstein Files. I yield the floor.